Okay, we've created a blank document that is 8 inches by 5 inches, and it's also in the RGB mode. And it may sound silly, but the first thing we're going to do is go up to Image, drag down to Mode, and I'm going to click on Grayscale. I want this thing to be just pure black and white. And it says, hey, do you want to discard all color information? Yes, I do. I'm going to get rid of all my color. Down here on the toolbar, I'm going to click on what's called the default foreground and background color. And it's very important that we work with pure white and pure black early in the assignment, or things just aren't going to work well at all. Out of the toolbar, I'm going to select what's called the text tool. I'm going to click on that. Notice the little triangle at the bottom. That means that there are multiple items associated with that menu item, and I can click and hold, and it opens up this whole little menu of the various items that are there. I really want to make sure that I have the horizontal type tool. Now up at the top we have various options that are associated with the type tool. For example, there's a separate color for the text color, and you want to make sure that this is pure black, and we can do that by moving the little menu item all the way down to this bottom left corner. And I'm looking over here and making sure that everything is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is all zeros, and that lets me know that my text color is going to be black, and that's very important. Now, the font. We need a particularly heavy kind of font, a very wide kind of font. The font Cookie works very well. I'm noticing that I don't have Cookie as one of my options. I think I'll take this one because that is definitely a wide font. I want this to be large. My largest selection is 72 points, and that's too small. So I'm just going to click, and I'm going to tell this make my font size 150 points. Now, this is something called anti-aliasing. And anti-aliasing, well, probably the best way to tell you about it is, let's just type in a letter, and I'll highlight it, and I'll turn off anti-aliasing. And notice how this looks kind of jagged, how it's just little pixels hanging out there. That is no anti-aliasing. When I turn on the element called smooth, and we can click off of it, it's filled in those little jagged areas, and it's looking much better. And actually seeing this font, I don't like that font now. Let me find something else, because I have a feeling that that is not going to work the way I want it to work. Here, I'll try that one. Oh, that is much better. So, also we have the option of making this thing be left aligned or centered or right aligned on your page. I've got it set for left aligned, and I'm just going to I typed in the word JSchool, and well, the font that I'm using, JSchool at 150 pixels, is just way too big. So I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller, and I just highlighted the text where it said 150 pixels, and I'm using my up and down arrows to make this thing the right size. It's got to fit on this particular page. Now over here we see the little check mark, and this means you've made some edits. Do you want to commit that edit to page? And I'm going to click on the check mark, meaning yes, I do. And now my text is on the document that we created just a little while ago.